Hey, listen. I've got some amazing news I want to tell you.
Hey, I kind of recognise you.
Yeah, you're the guy who used to live up there and live where all the dead people are buried.
Yeah, I was, but don't worry, I'm not scary anymore. Something happened, something big happened to change my life. I've come to tell you about it. Gather round. You gather in as well. So here I was this man who lived in the tombs, and it was so horrible up there. I had this evil spirit living inside me. It made me do all sorts of awful stuff. I had to wake up in a dark, smelly tomb, and I'd go about my day, but all I'd be able to do is just scream because I was hurting so much. It made me cut myself with stones. It was really, really horrible, and I was lonely. I was so lonely. There were no friends. None of my family were there. They've probably forgotten about me. I've been up there for so long. And even some people from the town came up and they'd try and tie me down like I was some kind of animal with ropes and chains, but even the chains, they couldn't do anything because the spirit inside me was so strong. I would just break them free immediately, just like they were bits of spaghetti. Oh, it was a horrible thing. It was really horrible.
Yeah, my dad, he was one of the men that went to help tie him up. And he's the strongest person I know, but he couldn't do it.
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, I would just have to go back to that dark, smelly tomb where all the dead people are buried. And that was where my home was.
That's so sad. You must have been so lonely.
I was really lonely. But then, this is the good news, but then, at 8 o'clock this morning, I saw it.
What did you see?
First of all, I saw the boat, and then, out of the boat, stepped Jesus. And he just started walking towards me, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I just found myself running towards him, and I fell down in front of him on my knees. And Jesus, he spoke to the evil spirit inside me, and he said, "Come out of that man." I tell you what, the spirit did not like that at all. Not at all. No, it started begging Jesus. It was like, no, please don't send me away. Have mercy on me. But Jesus, he sent the evil spirit out of me. In fact, he sent the evil spirit into some nearby pigs. And there were like 2,000 pigs. And the evil spirits were so strong that it drove the pigs all the way into the water. And all the pigs actually drowned.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, so that's why I couldn't have bacon for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the farmers, they weren't pleased about it either. But look at me, I'm alive, I'm healed. Jesus has freed me from that really powerful evil spirit.
Why did you come back? Why didn't you just go and follow this Jesus?
Well, I really wanted to. Doesn't he sound like an amazing person? I really wanted to follow him. But Jesus, he had a better idea. He told me to go home to the town where I was born, and he said, go and tell your friends and your family and everyone about the amazing thing that the Lord has done for you. And so that's what I'm doing. I thought I'd just come and tell everyone that Jesus has changed my life. He's freed me from the powers of that evil spirit. And so you can follow Jesus too now.
Wow.
What do you think?
That is amazing.
Wow. Cool. I want to follow Jesus.
Yeah.
Fishes
Hello and welcome to Sunday Stories for Families. Today we're going to start with a game and Harriet is going to lead it. So I'm just going to pop down.
Right, so I'm going to tell you some characters from films or books that you might have seen or read, and I want you to tell me who the character's enemy is. So our first one is Simba from The Lion King. Now, is Simba's enemy Scar or is it Prince John? Have a little think. And the right answer is Scar. Okay, our next one is Matilda. Who's Matilda's enemy? Is it the White Witch or is it Miss Trunchbull? The right answer is Miss Trunchbull. Okay, our final one is Peter Pan. Is Peter Pan's enemy Captain Hook or is it Cruella de Vil? It's Captain Hook. But I wonder if you know who Jesus's enemy is. Jesus's enemy is the devil, or another name for him is Satan. And in today's true story from the Bible, we're going to see that the devil is very strong, but that Jesus is way, way, way stronger than the devil. Right, let's read the first bit of our story. So up you get, Andy.
Oh, it's dark down there, I tell you. Okay, the first bit goes like this. Jesus and his followers went across the lake to the region of the Gerasene people. When Jesus got out of the boat, a man came to him from the caves where dead people were buried. This man, who lived in the caves, had an evil spirit living in him. No one could tie him up, not even with a chain. Many times people had used chains to tie the man's hands and feet, but he always broke the chains off. No one was strong enough to control him. Day and night he would wander around the burial caves and on the hills, screaming and cutting himself with stones.
So I wonder if you could see in the first bit of our story, what was this man's life like? And yeah, how would you describe his life and how do you think he felt? Why not pause the video now and chat about it with your family or whoever you're watching with, and just think about how would he have felt and what was his life like?
Well, I wonder what you said. I wonder if you said that he would be lonely. He would be really, really lonely. No friends, no family. The only people around him were dead people. They were buried, and so he was all alone and been very, very lonely. And also, think about all the mean things people would have said to him, because they would have been scared of this man. And so they would have said all sorts of mean things. And we heard that they tried to tie him up and chain him to stuff so that he couldn't move. That's a really horrible way to live. And he would have been always in pain. He says he was screaming. I don't know what happens when you cut your knee. It's really painful and you scream for someone to come and help, but there would have been no one to help this man. And he would have been always in pain.
So, did you see why this man had such a terrible and lonely and painful life? Well, it says that it's because he has an evil spirit living in him, which controls him. So that's another way of saying that the devil has control over him. So he wasn't able to live with other people because he was dangerous, but he couldn't control that.
No one was strong enough to help him. There was no one strong enough to help him. No one stronger than the devil there to help him. But then the man met someone. Let's read the next part of our story.
While Jesus was still far away, the man saw him. He ran to Jesus and knelt down before him. Jesus said to the man, "You evil spirit, come out of that man."
Well, so Jesus is here and he tells the spirit to leave straight away. Imagine if you were there and you met this man. So we've seen he is incredibly strong, no one could tie him up, and he's incredibly scary. I don't think we'd want to meet him at all, but just imagine if you met this man and you spoke something to him. You said, "Leave, get out of him." Do you think your words would do anything? Well, let's see what happens when Jesus speaks. I'll read the next bit of our story. The man shouted in a loud voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, promise God that you will not punish me." Then Jesus asked the man, "What is your name?" The man answered, "My name is Legion, because I have many spirits in me." The man begged Jesus again and again not to send the spirits out of that area. A large herd of pigs was eating on a hill near there. And the evil spirits begged Jesus, "Send us to the pigs. Let us go into them." So Jesus allowed them to do this. The evil spirits left the man and went into the pigs.
So we saw at the beginning that this evil spirit is so strong that not even all the people in the town together could chain up this man. But then Jesus comes along, and he is so strong, he's even stronger than this evil spirit, that he doesn't need chains, he just needs to speak. And the evil spirit starts begging him, "Please, please don't hurt me." But Jesus makes the spirit leave the man. Jesus is so strong. Jesus is stronger than the devil.
I wonder if you can remember what the man did now he was free. Let's read the next bit in the story.
The people came to Jesus and saw the man who had the many evil spirits. The man was sitting there, clothed and in his right mind. The people were frightened. Some people were there who saw what Jesus had done. They told the others what had happened to the man who had the demons living in him, and they also told about the pigs. Then the people began to beg Jesus to leave the area. Jesus was getting ready to leave in the boat. The man who was freed from the demons begged to go with him, but Jesus would not allow the man to go. Jesus said, "Go home to your family and friends, tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you." So the man left and told the people in the 10 towns about the great things Jesus had done for him. All the people were amazed.
The man really wanted to follow Jesus. He knew that Jesus had saved him, and all he wanted to do was to be with Jesus.
But what did Jesus tell the man to do instead? Well, he told him to go home to his friends and family and tell them the amazing thing that Jesus had done for him.
And that's exactly what the man did. And all the people he told were amazed at what Jesus had done for this man. And probably lots of them wanted to follow Jesus too after they heard about him.
Now, let me tell you something. Jesus has done something amazing for you, just like he did something amazing for the man in the story.
In this true story, Jesus defeated an evil spirit. And on the cross, Jesus defeated the devil once and for all, setting you free, just like he set the man free.
So, if you trust in Jesus, the devil has no power over you whatsoever.
No, he can't make you feel bad when you do something wrong, because Jesus has forgiven you. So if you say something you wish you hadn't, or hit your brother or sister, well, you can pray and ask God, say sorry to God and ask God for forgiveness, and the devil can do nothing to hurt you.
And the devil's best weapon, which is death, can't hurt you either anymore. Because when we die, we go to be with Jesus forever.
But there is a special job that Jesus has given us while we're here on earth, and it's exactly the same job that he gave the man in the story today.
Jesus wants us to tell our friends, our family, to tell everyone about what Jesus has done for us, so that they can be set free too. So let's thank God now for Jesus and ask him for his help in telling our friends and family about him.
Dear God, thank you for Jesus. Thank you that he is way, way, way stronger than the devil. And so the devil has no power over us at all. Please help us to tell our friends and family about Jesus, so that they can be set free from the devil's powers too. Amen.
Amen. It's been so great having you with us at Sunday Stories today. We hope that you enjoyed it, and there are some discussion questions in the description box which you can think about or discuss with your family based off of what we've learnt today. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.